Good afternoon and welcome to today's webinar, 5 Trends That Can Plague or Propel Mailers, the latest in an ongoing series of educational webinars from WindowBook. My name is Wallace Vinglis and I'm Vice President here at WindowBook. Today's webinar is going to discuss 5 trends that we see in the postal industry and how they affect you as mailers and service providers and how you can best react to them or best be proactive in dealing with these trends. Today's webinar, what we're going to talk about are the challenges that can plague or propel you as a mailer or a mail service provider, what you can do about them, how WindowBook can help you. The 5 trends that we see and that we want to talk to you about today, one being the competitive alternatives to mailing, 2 being financial challenges being faced by the Postal Service, and in turn by us as the mailing industry, new regulations and tighter control being exerted by the Postal Service, faster changes and more complicated regulations, and then changing USPS facility management. So in looking at competitive alternatives to mailing, we all know they're out there. We deal with them every single day in this business. We're talking about a tremendous growth in the amount of email and websites being used. In turn, that's reducing the amount of hard copy that people are actually mailing. When you talk about doing things online, you're talking about some like bills, for instance. You see all the present and pay options that are out there. You see personal emails and e-cards replacing handwritten correspondence between friends, relatives, advertisements, banner ads all over the place. You can't go online without getting bombarded by them. And of course spam, those marketing emails that come out over and over and over, unwanted marketing emails. And publications. You know, there are currently there are hundreds of newspapers and magazines that have already gone exclusively to electronic versions. So this trend toward an electronic world, what this does is it forces the mailing world to shrink. I think we've all felt that impact in one way or another over the last few years and know about mailers and service providers who are either going out of business, outsourcing, or downsizing and consolidating. If we go back a couple of years, some statistics published by Mailing Systems Technology showed that in the years 2008, 2009, there were 50% volume reductions at letter shop and pre-sort companies, and printers saw a 56% decline in volume. So what are some of the things you guys can do? Promote the value of mail to your customers. Keep pressing that point with them. You know, things that you guys can use in talking with your customers. One is that you can legally buy a list of postal names and addresses that you can get your message delivered with. You can't always do so with email, all right? And when you're talking about getting emails delivered, open, and read, you know, the statistics show that 97% of email is actually filtered out. And think about just how easy that is to do. Think about how many emails you don't even get. There are, you know, corporate spam filters set up. If you're talking about a private ISP, you know, Yahoo or AOL or Google, they all have spam filters set that immediately start filtering some of that stuff out. So there's a lot of stuff you're not even getting. You don't even see the bulk of it. With actual USPS mail, that stuff's delivered more than 98% of the time. People are touching that. They have to touch it before they can do anything else with it. realize, you know, for